I mean, we on a, 3 to 4 game losing streak? I'm pretty frustrated. So, yeah, you can't let it go into the game plan. I mean, you just got to attack week to week. Every team, every week is a new challenge, and just got to attack it like that.
Yeah, Montez Sweat with some choice words right there as the Bears are riding this 4-game losing streak as they welcome in the 8-2 Vikings on Sunday. I'm Cassie Carlson alongside Lou Canellis and Anthony Herron, the Bears Blitz team here at Fox. Let's talk about what the Bears can expect this weekend, especially with this Vikings defense. They blitz at a higher rate than any other team in the NFL under Brian Flores, 37.7%. As offensive coordinator Thomas Brown said, they've really taken on the identity of him as being aggressive and opportunistic. What's the best way for Caleb Williams in this offense to beat the blitz, Lou?
I'll tell you what. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think it's the best defense that this Bears team will have faced so far this season. Yeah. Best way to beat this blitz, you have to run the football. Number one, you've got to get out in front, something they have not done well. They have not scored in the first quarter more than, 13 points. They added the field goal last week. And you need to run the football against, talk about a tough chore, a tough ask, the best run defense in football. Because once you start opening up holes on the ground, you allow yourself the opportunity to get that quick passing game going that was so effective for the Rams and Matthew Stafford when they beat the Vikings earlier this year.
The good thing is the Bears' offensive line is seemingly getting healthier, and the approach for Thomas Brown last week did showcase a willingness to continue to run the football, sometimes even without big success on first down. You saw him call back-to-back run plays, and he said he was going to call this Bears offense through the lens of not only what's good for the quarterback, but recognizing what's good for the offensive line. And that's how you have to operate, especially against a defense like this, because Brian Flores will bring fury to your front door, snap after snap. You got to make sure you're on top of that. And one of the things the Vikings end up doing with their alignment is that it creates one-on-one matchups. So that Bears offense, everyone who's got an opportunity to block, they're going to have a one-on-one available that they need to win.
Big A, I'm with you. I'd like to see the Bears run the football a lot in this football game. 34 runs last week, 34 pass attempts, 3 ended up resulting in quarterback sacks. I know DeAndre Swift's going to try to play out there. He's suffering with a groin injury right now. If he's not effective, do you worry that they move away from the run game?
I worry because Roschon Johnson is still a developing talent as a running back. Khalil Herbert not here anymore. So DeAndre Swift is the main ball carrier who's had any relative degree of big-time success in the NFL. So they need DeAndre Swift. They need him to get the football as a ball carrier. Love the way they were getting him outside the numbers on toss plays last week. So it would seem that he'll be available, but we have seen more balance. And part of the thing is, the NFL season is just really long. So that distribution of assets for the running backs in the backfield, it's going to be a big deal to make sure the load is being shared.
But something that stood out to me this week when listening to Thomas Brown was that his job is to adjust and adapt to what the offense is giving him right now. And if that's health, if that's what they're good at, it's getting the ball into the playmakers' hands, etc. And I thought the response was pretty evident from his players this week in hearing what they liked from him in his first game calling plays. Take a listen to what the Bears offense had to say this week.
To me, always, first and foremost, play with no fear. We're not going to coach scared, they're going to play scared. Okay, they let it rip, man. We don't fear failure or fear mistakes. You learn from those opportunities, and they continue to keep swinging.
Yeah, I felt like we were more in control, especially with the play clock, and then understanding what play was coming next, so that was a good deal. I would say the game was called more the way that we hoped in the past, but now it is on track, so let's get it going.
So quickly, Lou, you mentioned, establishing the run and running the ball and sticking to it. What else do you want to see from Caleb Williams as you want to see him continue to progress through the final weeks of the season?
I think that these players just want to be put in the best position to succeed. What happened last week, and we heard it from the players, Cassie, you did in person out at Hallis Hall. He did a really good job of getting the play called into the headset of his quarterback well in advance of time, so when he stepped to the line of scrimmage, nobody was rushing. Everyone was set up. How many pre-snap penalties last week?
Right.
Maybe one,
difference.
maybe two. It was a huge difference, and Cole Kmet said that going in and out of the huddle, it was as clean an operation as they've had all year long.
Important against a blitz-heavy team, right? I mean, you're going to ID those pressures and change protections.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't see any time where Caleb's cycling his hand toward the sideline in the huddle, trying to get the play call again or get it in more quickly. It seemed to be a very clean operation. And, yes, against this defense, it's very important.
All right, let's talk about the defense and the matchup everyone's going to want to see. Justin Jefferson, the best receiver in the league against Jalen Johnson, who I know after tripping on that big play last week is like, I got to go out there and have a big game against the best receiver. Lou.
I think he's the best player on defense, all right? Especially especially with a Montez Sweat who's not 100% healthy right now. Jalen Johnson is a competitor. He told the media that he forgot about it on Tuesday so he can move on.
He was looking at himself in the mirror, I know.
I don't buy it. I think he's stewing in it right now.
Which is
Can't
great
wait
if
to
it's
get
motivation.
out there. He's played well historically against Jefferson. He can't wait for this opportunity.
And we haven't gotten to see this matchup very frequently. There's been certain seasons where maybe Jalen Johnson has been banged up, other seasons where Justin Jefferson hasn't been available. Two of the best in the business, maybe at their individual positions. Jalen Johnson viewed by many as the best corner, Justin Jefferson viewed by many as the best receiver. A historic trajectory to the first handful of years of his career. Cannot wait to watch this matchup, as many opportunities as we get.
Yeah, they've only matched up twice, last one coming in January of 2022. All right, don't forget, well, actually, yeah, don't forget.
By the way, I'm wearing my I'm running out of Bears swag to break this losing skid.
We can probably help you out with that.
This is my Bears scarf that I picked up in London. The last time the Bears won a football game, Cassie Carlson and I were walking down the street, headed to the stadium. I'm like, I need one of those scarves. I'm wearing it. You better turn this season around because I'm wearing it. This is the good luck scarf.
Superstitious or just a little stitious?
Very.
You don't know where that's from.
I'm wearing the same underwear without cleaning it since the last time the Bears won.
All right, too much information.
That's a little too much info.
Sounds super to me.
Yeah. Don't forget on Sunday, we've got you covered before and after the Bears-Vikings game on Fox 32 Chicago. Bears Game Day Live starts at 9:30 with me, Lou, and Big Ant. Fox Sports' color analyst Moose Johnson will also join the show. And then be sure to tune into Chicago Sports Tonight with Lou, Tina, and Gabe Ramirez at 10 p.m., followed by Bears Game Night Live with Lou, Jeff, and Tom. We'll see you on Sunday.